So I wanted to come on and just share something. Again, has nothing to do with hair per se. Um, but I wanted to talk about the energy that some of us may either be in or have been in. And so some of us or some of you may feel stuck, even though it's time to move on, but you've been feeling stuck. Um, and been contemplating on which way to go, feeling struggle, feeling tight, like you can't breathe or you can't move in the way you need to move. And it's because of something that has either something has taken place that has been devastating or that was unexpected. Something that caused you to question everything. Caused you to question everything. Is this the right move? Is this the right thing? Why is this not happening? Why is this not working out? And it's caused you to be to worry and overthink, overanalyze, to be in your mental space. And it may even be causing some internal things like anxiety, depression, stress. It may have even caused you to return to old habits, old behaviors, because something didn't work out. Something wasn't coming together for you like you thought. You may even feel like you've missed out on something, or why didn't I do this back then? Or why didn't I just do this like that? Even it could be a partnership, a relationship, a friendship that's not moving in the direction. But you're trying to find that drive to keep going. You're fighting. It's so there's some passion, but the passion tends to be not tends to be scattered, not direct. And so I'm saying all this because it needs to be said. To keep whatever is in your heart. Whatever is in your heart. Your vision, your mission. Now, this is solely for people who are focused on their personal goals. Whatever is in your heart, be consistent and be determined. Be consistent and be determined. The universe, the Most High, your ancestors, whomever you believe or pray to or whatever. But inside, be consistent in your thoughts and what you are wanting to manifest. What you believe, what you know is going to manifest for you. It's still going to manifest for you. But sometimes things come to make us be aware that this is what we do. Not just want, but know it's going to happen. Know it is a part of our purpose. Sometimes distractions come to cause us to go back to lower vibrations, lower behaviors, a lower way of thinking, of doing things. Sometimes those distractions come because we're at the tipping point, because there's a decision that has to be made, and that those distractions want us to make the lower decision, the old way of how we made decisions, based off of fear, based off of feeling inadequate, based off of not wanting the responsibility that comes with um whatever's going on, whatever you feel in your heart, whatever you know in your heart is to be. Don't get distracted by people who are being ruled by entities that are on a lower frequency of behaving. They are stuck in their root chakra. They're probably not going to go any further. They're probably not going to go where you're going. So those entities that they may not even be aware of that they're being ruled by, or they may not even be aware of why they don't like you. They just know they don't like you, and they don't even know why. But it's because of your pure heart. It's because of your pure vision. It's because of your direction. It was because of your intent to transform and elevate. And it makes others feel uncomfortable. So don't get distracted by those lower frequencies. Don't allow them to let you come out of your new behaviors, your new way of being, your elevated way of being, your elevated way of thinking, your elevated way of seeing, of being. And everyone does not operate from a place of discernment. Everyone does not operate from a place of having their own self, their own thoughts, or not being easily influenced or easily manipulated. So whatever it is, keep going and growing. I just heard outside validation. That's another thing. Whenever you're going forward, you're moving forward, sometimes we might look for outward validation. And when we're looking for that, what is it that we're not giving ourselves? Because everyone, even family, everyone's not going to accept the new you. Sometimes people will still remember the old you. And then they may be offended that you're no longer the old you. They need you to be the old you. It makes them feel whatever it makes them feel. So be proud of yourself. Congratulate yourself. Don't cry over spilled milk. Of what woulda, shoulda, coulda. Somebody is spending time thinking, contemplating a lot on a decision that needs to be made. But the decision that needs to be made cannot be made by the old way of thinking. What are some of the reasons why you made the decisions you made? Was it because of not feeling good enough, not having the confidence to feel like you can achieve it, or it's going to be too hard, or it could be a number of reasons. But there's an energy shift occurring. There's always an energy shift occurring, but it's really and that's why there's so much chaos right now, because it wants us to be distracted and worried. That the lower entities feed off of that worry. They feed off of fear. They feed off of low vibration. So it wants us to keep us stuck in that vibration instead of moving beyond that, instead of seeing beyond that. It's all a distraction. It's all a distraction. Whatever it is. Just a moment. It's all a distraction from seeing who you are. I was listening in that moment. It's all a distraction to keep you from seeing who you are, from seeing the real you. Remember who you are. maybe you're still learning. I mean, we're all still learning who we are, but there's a level of self-awareness that's being required right now in order for you to move forward, in order for you to be in alignment with where you're headed next. And it's exciting. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. It's like think of it as an adventure of an adventure. And you have to change your perspective, how you're seeing things. So I wasn't going to go into this, but I am. So this might be a little longer than what I wanted it to be. But there was something a couple of things have happened this past week. And one of those things is that I was trying to understand why something wasn't happening. And just when you get to that tipping point, that point that you feel like you're about to just break, even I got emotional. A tear or two came down, and I was just like, I don't understand. Like, what? I know that this is what was supposed to happen, what I'm to do, but why is this not happening? Why is this not working? Well, the moment that happened, the moment I got real about how I was feeling, in that moment, the moment I got real about how I was feeling, I, in that moment, heard, "You're going to get it." And I'm like, I'm going to get what? But I just knew that that's how spirit speaks to me sometimes in a phrase. And I have to wait for, whatever it is sometimes. And so then I knew it was like that claircognizance came over me. And I knew that something was about to happen, something that I had been waiting for. And so within moments, emails were coming in. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I had just pulled the Seven of Cups card. And the Seven of Cups energy in this case was about multiple opportunities, multiple decisions I was going to have to make. And so when you're at that tipping point and then something's about to happen, that's when an explosion happens sometimes. So you think that it's this. You think it's this, the tower, which is when something unexpected happens and blows you off your course, and things that you thought were going a certain way, it's knocked down, destroyed. But sometimes that moment happens right before that thing that you've been wanting to manifest is happening. So I'm having a human experience. So I'm going to feel things. But deep down in my heart, I still knew that this thing was going to happen. So don't beat yourself up if you start feeling emotion, sadness, worry, or don't beat yourself up about it. Feel it and then move forward from it. Change your thoughts. See beyond. See beyond this. See it, and then once you see it, see beyond it. See beyond it. Beyond these clouds. Beyond this cloud is the sun. Beyond this cloud is the moon, which is revealing things, which is uncovering things that have been hidden, and things that you are aware of that you know is on the other side. So anyway, I did not mean for this to be this long, but I wanted to do that, share. I was guided to share quickly. Okay, so peace.
Flow